Have you ever wondered what the cities of the future might truly look like? Not some distant, fictional vision from a science fiction novel, but a real city designed from the ground up to address the very problems we face in our modern urban world. Imagine a place where every street, every building, every public space, and every utility has been thoughtfully designed to serve its citizens efficiently, fairly, and sustainably. This is the vision behind Telosa, a city that could cost over $400 billion, yet promises something far more valuable, a chance to rethink how humans live together. Unlike cities that have grown organically over centuries, adapting imperfectly to population, technology, and environmental pressures, Telosa is meant to start clean, unburdened by the mistakes of the past. Roads won't be chaotic, neighborhoods won't be overcrowded, and infrastructure will not crumble under growth. Every element of the city is intended to be integrated into a single cohesive system, guided by technology and human-centered design. This ambitious project is spearheaded by entrepreneur Mark Lohr, who envisions a city that functions efficiently while prioritizing the well-being of its citizens. His goal is audacious, but it is not unattainable. Telosa is more than a collection of buildings. It is a social experiment in urban design and human cooperation. Cities have always been the engine of civilization, but history also shows us that poorly designed urban environments can stifle opportunity, concentrate wealth unfairly, and generate inefficiency. Housing affordability crises, traffic congestion, pollution, and social inequality are problems that even modern technology has struggled to resolve. Telosa proposes to tackle these issues head-on, not by fixing old cities, but by building a new one from scratch. This approach is radical because it rejects the notion that cities must grow in the chaotic, organic way that history has dictated. By planning comprehensively, every decision about energy, transportation, housing, and public spaces can be optimized before construction even begins. It is urban design, elevated to its highest level, guided by data, modeling, and careful human foresight. At the heart of Telosa lies a principle known as equity. Unlike conventional cities, where land ownership creates enormous wealth for a small elite, equitism proposes that land and community resources should benefit all citizens. As the city grows in value, that wealth is reinvested into public infrastructure, schools, parks, and affordable housing. It is a bold attempt to create a balance between private enterprise and the common good, a balance that modern cities have rarely achieved. The idea is simple, yet profound. A city should serve the people living in it, not only those who profit from it. By embedding fairness into the very foundation of the city, Telosa aims to prevent many of the inequalities and inefficiencies that plague existing urban environments. Telosa's design is based on what urban planners call the 15-minute city. Every resident would have access to essential services, schools, healthcare, grocery stores, parks, and workplaces within a 15-minute walk or bike ride. Commuting long distances would be optional rather than necessary. Buildings are designed vertically, blending residential, commercial, and community spaces, while green terraces and open public areas are integrated into every neighborhood. Autonomous and electric vehicles are the norm, reducing congestion and pollution, while public transportation systems are streamlined and efficient. The city's entire layout is informed by digital twins, virtual models that simulate traffic, utilities, energy use, and population growth, enabling planners to anticipate and solve problems before they arise. In this way, Telosa is both a city and a living experiment in urban optimization. Technology will play a key role in the life of Telosa. Artificial intelligence will monitor energy consumption, water systems, and traffic flow, adjusting systems in real time to maximize efficiency. Sensors embedded throughout the city will track patterns of use, predict maintenance needs, and help city planners make better decisions. Renewable energy sources such as solar panels, wind turbines, and smart grids will power the city, and vertical farms will provide fresh, local food, reducing the environmental footprint of transport and agriculture. Even as the city becomes more advanced, the goal is not to overwhelm citizens with technology, but to make daily life easier, safer, and more enjoyable. The promise of Telosa is enormous. Residents could experience lower living costs, a cleaner environment, reduced inequality, and neighborhoods designed for human comfort and community. Children could walk safely to school, families could enjoy abundant public spaces, and seniors could navigate the city with ease. Roads would be less congested, pollution would be minimized, and technology would support life invisibly, rather than dominate it. It is a vision of a city built to function efficiently while nurturing human connection and opportunity. However, the challenges facing Telosa are equally real. History is filled with ambitious urban experiments that failed when human behavior, politics, and unforeseen events intervened. Telosa's planners face serious questions: who will control the city? And how will fairness be maintained as the population grows? Can private investment coexist with community ownership without creating inequality? And, crucially, when will construction truly begin? No city, no matter how perfectly designed, can completely eliminate the complexities of human society. Planning can provide structure, but human nature, politics, and economic pressures will always shape the outcome. Yet, even if Telosa does not reach its full ambition, its conceptual value is profound. It challenges us to rethink what cities can be. It forces us to consider not only how we live today, but how we want future generations to live. It asks whether cities can be more than functional spaces for work and residence, whether they can actively foster fairness, sustainability, and community. It asks whether we can design a society that anticipates the future rather than simply reacts to it. Telosa is also a reminder that cities are, at their core, human constructs. Buildings, streets, and technology alone cannot create a thriving society. Citizens, culture, governance, and shared values are what make a city truly livable. Technology can help, planning can guide, and ideology can inspire, but humans remain at the center of the equation. This makes Telosa not just an architectural project, but a social one, testing whether ideals of equity, sustainability, and innovation can coexist in one space. As we imagine Telosa, it is natural to reflect on our own cities. We have all witnessed congestion, environmental degradation, and unequal access to opportunity. Many of us have lived through decades of urban sprawl, rising costs, and inefficient public systems. Telosa's vision challenges these patterns and offers a glimpse of what might be possible if we approached city design with intention, foresight, and a commitment to fairness. So, would you choose to live in Telosa? Would you trust a city designed to anticipate your needs, to operate efficiently, and to distribute its wealth and resources more fairly? Or would you fear the risks inherent in any large-scale experiment, questioning whether such a city could truly succeed where so many others have struggled? These are questions that cannot be answered by blueprints alone. They require imagination, reflection, and consideration of human nature itself. Telosa may never exist exactly as planned, but its vision matters. It inspires conversations about urban life, social equity, technology, and sustainability. It challenges us to think beyond incremental fixes and imagine what a truly thoughtful, human-centered city could look like. It reminds us that the cities we build are a reflection of the societies we create, and that we always have the power to improve them. In the end, Telosa is more than concrete and glass. It is a statement about possibility. It is a call to rethink the rules of urban living. It asks us to question what we value, how we organize our communities, and what we owe to future generations. Whether it becomes a reality or remains a visionary blueprint, it will influence how we think about the cities of tomorrow. It invites us to imagine a future where urban life is sustainable, equitable, and efficient, a future where the city serves the people, rather than the other way around. So, as you consider the vision of Telosa, ask yourself, what kind of city do you want to live in? What kind of society do you want to build for your children and grandchildren? And if starting from scratch were possible, how would you design a city that truly works for everyone? These are not just questions for planners and architects, they are questions for all of us. Telosa challenges us to dream bigger, plan smarter, and demand more from the places we call home.